today you guys are going to be learning a skill called cause and effect. You guys already had lunch, right?
Yeah.
All right, so do you know what happens when you eat, let's just say that Domino's Pizza came to the school and they gave you an entire pie of pizza. What would happen if you actually ate the entire pizza? Revere.
You'd throw up.
Yeah, you probably would get really sick, right? Well, the difference between cause and effect is this. The effect is what happened. You will probably throw up if you eat too much pizza, right? You'll get really sick. Your stomach will be hurting you. The cause of your stomach hurting is from eating all that pizza. Would you guys eat all that pizza?
No. I like pizza. Yeah.
There's sometimes we have words that show cause and effect. For example, the cause of something, the effect of something. So after you eat the pizza, your stomach will get really sick, right?
Very.
Well, what type of text do you think that you would actually see those kind of cause and effect relationships? What kind of text? Like a fiction story or nonfiction? Yes.
You would probably see a nonfiction story because if you said that it happened, like you would say it because you know it happened because it happened like to you.
To you, that's right. Yeah, nonfiction is a perfect example because especially today I'm going to show you extreme weather that's on our planet and you'll see the effect or the cause of something and the effect as well. So we're going to go ahead and read the reason of volcanoes. So let's see. Dun, dun. So do you guys know the largest volcanic eruption? Volcanic means it's a volcano eruption. The largest volcanic eruption actually was pretty big. If you have a scale of 1 to 8, this was 8, the biggest. Okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. It says, as you read this book, somewhere around the world there are approximately 20 volcanoes erupting. 3/4 of volcanic eruptions occur unseen beneath the oceans, and no one knows when they happen. Scientists use a scale called the Volcanic Explosivity Index, the VEI. Can you guys say VEI?
VEI.
Very good, very good. To measure the strength of volcanic blasts. The VEI runs from 1 to 8, with 8 being the biggest. The magnitude 8 eruption would blast out more than 240 cubic miles. The result was a strange year known as the Year Without Summer in 1816. Notice it says the result. That is the effect. So they said, well, because of this huge eruption, the effect now is, the cause is from the eruption. The effect is the Year Without Summer. It says here, a foot of snow fell in Quebec in June because of this eruption, right? This would be the effect. Crops failed worldwide because of sunlight. That's another cause and effect right there too. So the cause was because no sunlight, and then the effect was all the crops died. All the vegetables and fruits, they died because there was no sunlight. It says here, this caused, there's the word again, this caused one of the worst famines of the 19th century. A famine means when people can't eat, okay? So that's another effect, right? So people couldn't eat fruits and vegetables. There were no fruits and vegetables to eat. Yes?
So it's sort of like a drought, but just no food.
Right, which that happened even during Jesus' time, right? More than 70,000 people died as a result. That's a lot, just because of this volcanic eruption. Imagine a cloud of smoke and ash so thick that it could stop air traffic between Europe and the rest of the world for a week. That means like air traffic, like the planes. That's what happened when a volcano erupted between glacial ice in Iceland in the spring of 2010. That's it right there. I remember when this actually came out too. The cold water from the melting ice chilled the lava so quickly and broke it into small pieces of rock and ash, so all there was smoke because of it. The ash poured upward high into the atmosphere and was carried by winds over the busy airplane lanes of Europe. I don't know if you remember this, but a lot of planes could not fly because of the ash, because it was so cloudy or so dusty. The ash poured upward high into the atmosphere and was carried by winds. More than 95,000 flights were canceled.
Whoa.
That was only a few years ago. And millions of people were stranded in Europe and around the world. Yes?
When they say like they're
you're saying this is the biggest volcano.
Mm-hmm.
Do they mean like the tallest?
No, they mean like the biggest eruption. So something that could just be so huge that it could actually stop life in itself, like stop the crops from growing, the planes from flying. So all of that would be the cause and effect relationship. Summer from happening. That one's yes. Mm-hmm.
I have two questions. What is that?
This?
Yeah.
This is lava. So inside the core of the earth is basically this magma, this huge amount of just liquid molten lava. And what happens is it gets there's so much pressure that eventually it's going to have to come out. And when it comes out, that's where we have volcanoes. And the volcano, basically the lava erupts, and this is what it looks like when it's still hot. Inside, but this is actually outside of the volcano now. It takes a while for it to dry up. Yeah, you can't be anywhere near that. Because it says here it's 1,300 degrees Fahrenheit to 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh.
That's hot.
And my second question is
Yes.
why is everything like black?
From all of the smoke and the dust that's up in the air, it makes it super black.
So if you're standing right there, you would die and you would be like really black when you died?
Yeah,
It's like a bunch of fire.
yes.
Black fire.
Mhm.
So, I have two questions. The first one, how do we take a video of that or a picture of that?
Okay, so this I think is a picture. Like a painting. It looks like a painting, I think.
painting?
But this one, notice how far away they are. They cannot get any closer to that volcano because it's so hot.
And also, how is it gonna go like up? Because I know that like they're flat. Is that like stuff that
Volcanoes?
comes down? Yeah. Like flat.
Well, volcanoes are pretty. They're like mountains, but
They're not that.
yeah, they're not so completely tall. But the pressure is so high that's why it goes up so fast. And then it builds up, and then the lava pours down.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you've ever been to Hawaii, you probably have seen these. They're black, and sometimes there's even like dried up lava in the water.
Can you touch it?
Yeah, as long as it's dried and cool. Yes.
I have two questions. In that picture is the lava on water.
This one? This is it's like, it looks like water though, right? But it's just like a
Yeah.
sea of lava.
Because of lava gets inside water, does it like turn into lava?
If water gets inside lava, it cools it off, and a lot of smoke is going to happen, but then eventually it's going to turn into a rock. Lava turns into rocks.
That's how that's cool.
That's how they're made.
So volcanoes are like just mountains that have.
Okay, so you guys learned about the cause and effect of volcanic eruptions, right? Remember, the end result is what happened at the end of it. So let's look and see what caused the actual, the things that happened in the story. So this is our brainstorm that we're going to use, but the cause, remember, is what caused it, and the effect is the end result. So what do we have for the cause? Yes?
The volcano?
Yeah, the volcano erupted, right? And it's really super hot. So volcano erupts. That's going to be our cause. Now, because that volcano erupted, there's going to be tons of effects, right? What was one of the things?
Wait for you that.
Mm-hmm. Yes. The end result. What happened because the volcano erupted?
It covered like some towns and like destroyed some towns.
It covered towns and
Yeah,
destroyed
like-
towns? Oh, because we were talking about Pompeii, right? That's right. So during a volcanic eruption, yes, it definitely can cover cities or towns, so covered Pompeii. Okay. What else? Jack.
The one volcano made it, you couldn't see sun for 10 years.
Yes, so no sun for 7, I think, did it say 7 to 10 years?
6
Yeah.
to 10. 6
So
to 10.
6 to 7.
No,
No
6
sun.
to 10.
Oh, 6 to 10, thanks guys. 6 to 10 years of no sun. And you know what? That could be a cause too. There was 6 to 10 years of no sun, so then what happened because of that? Carolyn.
the crops didn't grow, and then that's the cause too. That can be
Right.
a cause too.
That's right. That could be a cause too because the crops didn't grow and then what
Then
happened?
the
Revere.
You might get down to about 10 feet, 3 meters. The pressure of the air in your lungs and the limits of how long you Tristan Day Kuncha is the place to go. Tristan Day Kuncha is the most remote place in the world. No one will be able to find you, probably because it's so difficult to get there.
So girls, do you see a cause and effect relationship there?
Yeah.
What did you see there as far as the cause and effect? The cause meaning that what caused it and the effect is what is the result?
Well, it's really, really difficult to get there, so you can like get away from a lot of things, and it's probably a good hiding place if you're like if you're like a detective or something, and you're trying to earn. It's a really good place to go if like a detective is trying to get you because you're like a bad person.
Perfect.
The effect is no one will be able to find you.
No one will be able to find you. So if you really want to get lost, you go to this island, right? Good. Okay, class, so you probably learned a lot about the highest place in the world or the deepest or darkest place in the world or the most remote place in the world. Were there any clue words that told you that there was a cause and effect relationship in your articles? Sophia?
The effect was that 200 people died on Mount Everest.
Good. So 200 people died at Mount Everest. And were there any of these words that you see up here on the board, like if or so, because of it being so tall? Maybe there was the
Because
Oh, there is a because. Good. These are all really good signals that tell us that it's going to be a cause and effect. Good, Kason.
I saw so, and I think that's all.
Good, excellent. Using nonfiction helps because you're going to see these words a lot. Angelina. Oh, if. You saw if, right?
Yeah, if you jump off a boat, you will go down 10 feet.
If you jump off a boat, you will go down 10 feet.
Yes.
That's a cause and effect relationship. Great job. Yes.
a volcano erupted on Tristan da Cunha, and so all the people flew to England, and then the cause is the volcano erupting, and the effect is moving to England.
Excellent. Nice relationship too.
Another cause, which is the volcano stopped erupting, and
That's right.
most of the people actually need that.
Excellent job. Last one, Sarah.
Mount is the coolest place on Earth, and my movers were so that and because of.
Nice.
And the cause and effect was their nose would begin to bleed, and you got like pounding headaches and painful earaches, and you would find yourself short of breath and lack of oxygen, and your blood pressure would rise.
Yes. Really bad things can happen if it's super cold. You have to be very protected, don't you?
Yeah.
And because of that, there's that word, because it's so cold, you have to wear lots of warm clothes, right? Good job, you guys. Well, we're gonna go into this later where you guys are actually going to write a cause and effect relationship, but